I could stay like this, forever following you.
Welcome back to Cosmeholics Anonymous. We have a lot to discuss. I'm not even going to do an intro because we have 2 hours of shit to talk about. I'm not going to obviously be on here for 2 hours, but we do have 2 hours of love and hip hop. I'm going to split this into 2 videos. So I'm going to do my makeup, and then once I'm done my makeup, I'm going to film the other half. So let's get it popping. I'm going to start with my MILANI Prime Shield. And all the products will be in the description box. So if I just start doing something and you guys don't know what I'm using, it'll be in the description box. Okay. Okay. The episode started with Yandy and Mendici's mom, Judy, and I found it quite interesting that Judy didn't say that Kim had a heart attack or even an anxiety attack. She said a cardiac event, and I was like, what does that mean? I've never heard anybody ever in life use that phrase or saying cardiac event. Like, what is that? So I guess she, just like the rest of us, didn't really know what to call it, so she just called it that. But I don't think Kim had a heart attack. People in the comments last time were saying they think it was just like a anxiety attack, but as far as I'm concerned, it was a Mona attack, okay? Like, I don't know what that was, but like I said the last time, I don't really want to disrespect her, just in case it was some real shit, but nobody's confirmed what it was. They just started the episode acting like we're supposed to forget that that happened, and that was it. But Judy is a shady bitch, because when Yandy asked her what the hell happened, she's like, I don't know, but I prayed for the bitch. I was like, Judy, please, like, don't say prayer and bitch in the same sentence. Like, come on. Doing the most. I think I'm gonna go with my MAC today. So I'm using my MAC foundation in NC50. This is the Studio Fix Fluid. But I'm actually kind of starting to side with Yandy about the bitter baby mama situation. Like, the girls are doing the absolute most. I'll get into that after, but somebody sent me this photo on YouTube. What? Somebody sent this photo to me on Instagram, and I never saw it on Shade Room, but I think it is on Shade Room, of little Mendici sleeping in a bed beside Kim. And like, the problem with that is that what Judy was saying might actually be factual, because why was he not sleeping in his own bed? And it looked like a basement apartment. Like, it didn't even look like, I don't know, you guys, but I think Judy was telling the truth about Kim taking care of little Mendici's and the living situation. Whether it's Yandy's business or not is the question. Yeah, Yandy kind of sounds grown. She just trying to take the focus off of her relationship with Mendici's and say that it's for the kids, like Tara and this bitch. But when she gets into the altercation with them at the little birthday party or whatever, it's a whole nother story. And so we'll get into that after. Because you guys know I like to do it by scene, but yeah, when she gets into it at the thing, it's a whole other story. But it's not like she initiated that, so that's irrelevant. The point is that the kids definitely should be together. Like, they are brothers and sisters. They shouldn't be separated. They haven't been separated this whole time until Mendici's had to go away to jail. So I don't think that's right. Samantha is his mother, so I mean. So for concealer, I'm going to use my LA Girl concealer in Fawn, just so you guys know. So yeah, moving on. So finally we see motherfucking Rich. I guess they had to get his storyline together. Rich is claiming that he's no longer a creep, but he's still in Creep Squad, so I don't really get that. And I actually really love Rich. I always have. Rich is my nigga. Like, I freaking love Rich, but the scene itself was boring. There's not really anything to talk about here. His daughter's staying with him for the summer again. She's not allowed to get piercings or tattoos, because last summer she came to stay and she was wilding out. Like, his daughter is a piece of mother effing work, which she definitely showcases in this episode when we get to the little dinner that Rich had with him and his daughter and his girlfriend. Yeah, I'm glad that he's getting to spend time with his daughter again, that her mom kind of forgave him for last year's mishaps and is ready to move forward. And the fact that his girlfriend's 24 kind of has me feeling like Rich might be, like, his creep level might be like level Tyga. No joke, because Rich is well off into his 40s, probably almost 50 if he's not 50 already. And like, I don't know what 24-year-old girl would want to date Rich. As much as I love Rich, I don't think I could date Rich. Like, no sir, no ma'am. Say it with me. No thank you. Okay, so I don't know about all that, but we'll see what happens, because next week finna be some tea. I just want to skip to next week's episode. I don't even want to do this right now. Like, I just want to get to next week's episode, if it's even next week, because I did 2 hours, there probably isn't going to be one next week, so I will miss you guys, but we have these 2 episodes to deal with for now. I'm hoping it was just a case of there was too much footage, so they had to give us two episodes. But that's probably not the case. I actually hate the Cardi B and Swift storyline. I do not like it at all. It's super duper whack. Like, what is the likelihood, okay, that when Cardi had his phone, his girlfriend that lives in the UK would be awake late night, because New York is the same as Toronto time-wise, so I know that they are 5 hours ahead of us in the UK. So being that they're 5 hours ahead, I just want to know what his girlfriend was doing up and why she would be texting about Cardi. Like, did the producers tell her, okay, Cardi has his phone, text now? Like, what's good? Like, I don't know. It was just ironic to me, but you could tell that Cardi was genuinely upset that the girlfriend was texting him about her, because she's like, why is she talking about me? Who is this? Blah, 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 blah. She had every right to be mad, because the girlfriend is just really insecure, and she exhibits that 100%. But, oh, I didn't color correct. Let me do that real quick. You can tell when Cardi was in the confessional, and even when she was in the studio, that she was genuinely upset with the fact that his girlfriend was talking about her. Like, she doesn't know that girl from Adam. She has no reason to be talking about her. Even though Cardi is in the public eye, the girl still had no right or reason to be talking about her. But what can you do? That's what I don't do long distance, boo. Like, he ain't about to, no ma'am. You're not gonna do it to me, so I don't do long distance, because, like, I can only trust you as far as I could throw you. But from what it sounds like, from what the girlfriend was saying, her and Swift have had problems in the past, I'm assuming regarding other females. And in my personal opinion, if you decide to take somebody back, you better have, like, you better be strong as hell, 1, and 2, if you're deciding to forgive and let somebody back into your life, and I've said this 100 times and I'll say it again, you cannot hold whatever it is they did in the past against them. Like, what is the point of taking them back if you're just gonna live like they're still doing what they were doing before? Granted, he did kiss Cardi. She has every reason to be on guard, but she doesn't even know that, and she's on guard. So my whole thing is, if you are broken in your relationship and you are, if you feel some type of way about your boyfriend and he's in the music industry, like, break up with that ass, because what is the point in you staying and being pressed the entire relationship, and you live in London and you're not sure what the fuck he's doing behind your back? Like, what is the point of staying with him? You might as well break up with him and do your own thing, because why are you wasting your energy? It doesn't make any sense. It's her fault. I blame her because she decided she wanted to keep a trifling ass nigga. She should have believed that ass the first time. Okay? I said it in my last video. I said believe that ass and leave that ass in my heartbreak video. So, don't let these niggas fool you, okay? I need to like color correct my lip because a bitch needs to get rid of the hair that's going on there. Okay. I didn't do under my eyes either. So I might look a little crusty today when I get my makeup done. Especially because I might have to still because I'm not doing heavy makeup. I'm not doing cream contouring and stuff like that. So let me just add a little bit of this to cancel out any darkness, honey. So the next scene is, what's her name? Mariah Lynn and DJ Self, and I'm not even going to talk too long about that because it was boring as fuck. Like, I'm using banana powder right now. It was so boring, okay? I was just like, why? And obviously, whatever store they were at is a sponsor for Love and Hip Hop because I don't know what costume jewelry he was buying for Miss Mariah Lynn in the store. And she's talking about, oh, I'll take this and I'll take that. Bitch, bye. Like, I can't. I actually fuck with Mariah Lynn. I do. You guys probably think I don't, but I do. But my whole thing is just, like, if you're trying to further yourself in the music industry, you don't want to sign with somebody as their first artist. Somebody that clearly has no idea what they're doing. Because if he did, he definitely would not be on Love and Hip Hop. And I know Self is like an actual known DJ. I know that. Trust me, I know. But he doesn't have the credentials to be signing anybody. Anybody that would sign to him is a fucking idiot. No joke. Like, why would you even be considering that? That is not somebody you want to be managing you or whatever the fuck he was trying to do. I don't know what he was trying to do, but no, ma'am. So next we see dumbass Snoop, who I'm just completely over at this point. I'm over the entire storyline with them. But he goes and he decides that, oh, what am I doing? Why am I saying he? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. She, yeah, she, I don't know what is wrong with me. It went to Sophie Green, the girl that was feeding her the strawberries in the first place. She went to Sophie Green and was discussing his relationship issues that he's having with, oh my god, I keep doing it, I'm so sorry, with Jay. And I'm just like, that is not a good move on your part. Like, why would you ever in your life do that? That doesn't make any sense. You don't go to the girl that basically got you in the problems and tell her that your girlfriend is tripping. Like, why would you ever do that? No. You don't do that. That's just, one, it's embarrassing for Jay. But two, it's just unnecessary. Like, what was the point? And then the reason that she was going there in the first place was to, like, cut Sophie Green off, but then at the end of it, she didn't end up doing that. But yeah, that was not a good move on Snoop's part, on Snoop's behalf. It was just a dumbass move. Like, don't ever do that in life. Advice to you niggas out there, don't be going to the girl that your girl has a problem with to talk to her about your relationship. Like, why would anybody in their right mind do that? I don't know, but Snoop did it, and Snoop's a freaking idiot for that. My opinion is just that it's none of, my opinion is just that it's, my opinion is that it's just none of Sophie Green's business what's going on in Snoop's home. Like, at all. You guys just met. The fuck? Literally just met. Okay? She's doing too much. And Sophie Green said something about, I don't know who said what, but the point is, JUVIA'S never said he was going to work with Sophie. JUVIA said that he was going to listen to her music and see if she's popping or not. Like, he never ever said that he was going to work with her. He said, I'll listen to it, but that's it. He don't want no strawberries, and that was it. So I don't know where Sophie got that from or where Snoop got that from, but Mr. Joel Santana did not say he was going to work with that bitch. I am so sorry about it. So I'm gonna contour with my Chocolate Soleil bronzer by Too Faced. I need the storyline with Sophie, Jay, and Snoop to just be deaded. I'm over it. So I think next scene's Playdate, and I was mad nervous for the Playdate because I was just like, nuh-uh, bitch. I was so nervous for the Playdate because I'm just like, no. Like when Yandy walked, it was just awkward atmosphere to begin with. I wasn't sure about it. And then, of course, Kim and Judy disappeared and left the wolves to chew Yandy's ass wide open. But they weren't too successful because Yandy was definitely holding it down and standing her ground as she should. And for the first time, bitch, Yandy's hair was shalade. Okay, it was poppin', it was beautiful, it was everything, okay, it was everything. So I was very proud in that moment. I felt like, oh, did you watch my review? I'm just kidding, obviously it was recorded a long time ago. But her hair looked so good. I was like, she must have just came from the hairdresser right before she got to the Playdate, because why did her hair look like it was just coiffed to perfection, bitch. It looked absolutely gorgeous and stunning. Her leave out was good. Like, I was like, yes, that is how a millionaire boss bitch is supposed to look. Not how she usually be looking. I think it was because she knew she was meeting up with the other women. She wasn't gonna go there looking piss poor. Like, no, she was gonna go there with her bad self and show them that she is the baddest bitch. She was not playing no games with them two hoes. She really was not. So kudos to Yandy for that. The whole time Yandy and Sam started their conversation, Erica was looking agitated as a motherfucker. Like, her face just kept going stink, and like she was just not having it. Every time Yandy opened her mouth, Erica's face was just like, bitch, shut the fuck up, you's a trifling ass bitch. And I was just waiting for the bitch to chime in and say something. Samantha was going off, and Yandy's like, Samantha, 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 Samantha. Samantha, 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 Samantha. Like, she just kept saying Samantha because she was trying to get a word in, but she couldn't get a word in edgewise. And then finally Samantha motherfucking shut up, because what I was gathering from when Samantha was speaking was that she was just concerned about her image and what Yandy has allegedly been saying about her in the streets about her parenting. Now, to be honest, nobody's gonna believe that shit unless, you know, there's reason to believe it. And just based on her reaction, I didn't feel like she was concerned about what the real situation is here. She was more concerned about what people think of her. And I was just like, you's a grown ass woman. Who gives a fuck? If you know that you take care of your kid, nobody that Yandy's saying anything to should fucking be a motherfucking factor. Everybody is a non-motherfucking factor, bitch. You better get into it or get lost. Like, why are you mad if Yandy is out here in these streets saying what she's saying, when the situation when Yandy was talking to what's her name, when Yandy went to talk to Kim about what Judy had told her, that wasn't from Yandy's mouth, that was from Kim's ex-girlfriend's mouth, and she had passed that information on to Judy. So if she should be mad at anybody, it's Judy. Why is she mad at Yandy? Yandy just was relaying the information over and trying to ask her and get an answer out of her, and she couldn't get an answer because Kim flipped out and flipped the table over. Okay, so I don't know what it is with Love and Hip Hop people and tables, but everybody gets into it and flips a table, shakes a table, pushes a table, jumps over a table. Like, I don't know what it is with the Love and Hip Hop people, but they love tables. They really do. Yeah, so during that time, I was kind of like, why the fuck is Erica even here? So Samantha finally shuts up. Erica starts her spiel, and as soon as Erica started talking, I was like, why are you here? Why are you here? I was just annoyed. I was just like, okay, go. Like, you got your spot on the show, but we don't want you, okay? So please leave. Exit stage left. It's just too much. What I found interesting about this whole entire thing was that Erica paged Yandy about Asim, and she was just like, so you haven't said that Asim was a break baby? And Yandy was like, those words never came out of my mouth. And she's like, you never said that, but you implied it. As soon as she said that, I said, this lying ass bitch. Because the other week, she was in the confessional talking about how Yandy said Asim is a break baby, and that she said that Asim should have been stomped out of Erica's belly. My thing was, when she paged her about that, why didn't she page her about that? Because if you're going to page her about the one thing about her saying that he was a break baby, why didn't you page her about the other thing? In my eyes, I just felt like then what she said was not true. Because the same way that Yandy just said, I never said that. And she confirmed by saying, you never said that, you implied it. And Yandy was like, well, don't talk about what was implied. Talk about what's the truth. And I said, yes, Yandy, you better get in that ass. Because that's one thing I don't like. Don't tell me what I imply. Because motherfuckers like tell me that I imply shit all the time. And I'm just like, bitch, I didn't imply shit. If I didn't say it with my fucking mouth, then it's not a fact. So get your life, okay? That shit got me hot. I was so happy Yandy said that though, because I'm just like, you can't come and talk about what was implied. Fuck it. Fuck what was implied. Like, what are you even saying to me? Anyway, to me, oh, you better fix up, honey. To me, it was just funny that she didn't page her about the comment of stomping out of the belly, but she paged her about the comment that the baby was a break baby. And then, like, once she said, once Yandy was like, I never said that, and then Erica said, okay, you never said that, but you implied it. I was just like, you are just not even credible at this point. Like, you just bye, because you was making shit up, and I don't like that. So we're not a fan of you, but she's really pretty. What really got me in this scene was the fact that this bitch, okay, this is my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deep. What got me a little like, okay, it just confirmed that the real problem that these girls have with Yandy is not about what she says about the kids or anything. It's literally about Mendices, because Erica was looking mad stupid when she started talking about all the things that she's done for Mendices and all the places she's been, and she pulled passports and paperwork out of her bag. She pulled out what she called receipts. And in my eyes, I was just like, okay, you did all those things with him, but he didn't marry you. He didn't even fake marry you. So, I mean, like, who are you? Like, what is your point? You had him, you got pregnant by him, and that was it. Like, what is your point? You know what I mean? So, that part was just like, okay, so that's the real reason you're upset. That's the real reason you're coming for Yandy. Because she has the man that you wanted, and Yandy was like, you was nothing but a sly. And I'm just like, oh my god. Oh my god, she took it there. She took it there, honey. She let her have it, and I would have let the bitch have it too. Because why are you really trying to get at me right now? Like, why are you trying to pull out your passport, bitch? I have a passport too. What the fuck is your point? Like, you know what I mean? Ugh, these bitches stress me the fuck out. Stress me the fuck out. My MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Cheeky Bronze. I could have just looked at the bottom of it. I'm there like I'm trying to remember shit. It's Cheeky Bronze. Yeah, she just sounded jealous as fuck. And if there's one thing I don't like, it's a jealous, hating ass bitch. Like, what are you really mad about? Alright, so next. Oh, let me see how much is left in this episode. Lot goddamn, just enough. So next, I don't want this to come off disrespectful in any way. I'm sorry if anybody gets offended by this. But when Asia first came on, I kind of thought she might be deaf. this is not a joke. I'm not saying it to be funny. There's no ha-ha here. I dead ass thought the girl was deaf just because of how she talked. Like, I love the UK. I listen to people from the UK talk all the time. I'm obsessed with the UK, okay? But when I was listening to this girl talk, I said, is this child deaf? She just sounded weird. Like, it sounded like she almost can't hear herself. So I thought that she might be deaf, but I don't think she's deaf. I think that's just how she talks. So we're gonna move on from that because it just got awkward in here, and I don't want to get cursed out, dragged, and you know how YouTube is. Everybody's a little sensitive, so I don't want no problems with anybody. She's really irritating. I don't like her. Swift's whack at the end of the day, so there's no point in, like, I don't know why she's so, like, gung-ho about Swift. She loved that boy. And they've been together for 2 years. Yes, it's long distance, but if you've been with somebody for 2 years, if you're going to be with somebody for 2 years, you can't be jealous in the 2.5 year of your relationship. Like, you're in year 2. Your jealousy should all be gone by year 1. She has reason to be jealous. She does. Because, not even jealous. She doesn't have reason to be jealous. I don't know why I just said that. I lied. I'm sorry. I'm a bad person. She has no reason to be jealous. She's just insecure because of their past problems in their relationship. But that's not fair to Swift, and it's not fair to herself. If you're gonna take him back, then that's on you. Like, you can't hold that over him forever. So I don't feel bad for her. I tell y'all every week, I don't feel bad for none of these bitches on the show. None of them. The next scene, I died because in the first time I did one of these videos, I said that there's too many new people that we don't give a fuck about. There's too many unknowns, like, and so one of the people that were new that came on was Sophie Green. And Sophie Green came on the show saying that we may know her from blah 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 and Ray Tay Tay. Honey, today when she went to her audition and the man was talking, he's like, we're looking for an unknown person that has like a sexy vibe. I cried because she was ready to tell us that we might know her from somewhere, and even the man on the television show didn't know who the hell she was. He said, we're looking for an unknown person. She's the perfect candidate because don't nobody know who she is, okay? Even now that she's on the show, I still don't know who she is, what she do, and where she came from. So sorry about it. So the problem with Jay, who is Snoop's girlfriend, is that she looks dumb as hell. The reason she looks dumb as hell is because why are you chasing down Sophie Green? Why are you not chasing down your bitch? Let me know. Let me know. Before I check any bitch, I'ma check my nigga first. And, well, in her case, she gonna check her bitch first. But that is what I know. And that is what every girl should know. You do not go after the girl. Like, you don't. For all you know, your man or your girlfriend was telling the girl sweet nothings about nothing, and not telling that she had a girlfriend, and or telling Sophie that you ain't shit, or that he's just, oh my god, if I say he one more damn time, telling Sophie that, like, the relationship is not that serious, it's not that deep. You don't know what your significant other is saying about you, so to make you look crazy in these streets, like, you don't know. Y'all have been rocking for a year, but you're like, I can't even speak, you guys. I'm pissed. But yeah, like, she just looked dumb popping up at Sophie's thing. Like, she's an actress. If she was at something where she was acting and she was trying to further her career, wouldn't she be pissed if somebody popped up on her and embarrassed her? Like, why would you do that to the girl? She doesn't owe you anything. Snoop is the one that's supposed to be loyal to you. Snoop is the one that was feeding the bitch strawberries. So get mad at Snoop. That's who you should be mad at. If you're gonna cuss Snoop out, cuss Snoop out. Like, do what you have to do with your girlfriend, but don't come for the bitch. Like, she ain't got shit to do with shit. It's all on your significant other, not on the girl. So sorry. And the argument was weak as fuck, and like, they both sucked at cussing each other out. It was just like, I don't even know. And then of course Jay is there pushing the table. I said, no bitch, no. 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 The only thing I will say about that scene is that Sophie obviously knew who Jay was before Jay even opened her mouth to speak. She knew who she was when she laid her eyes on her, because when Jay said hello, she didn't even say it in like a way where it was just like, hey bitch. Like, it was just like a hey, like, I don't know, maybe Sophie felt it coming from a mile away, but in my personal opinion, I think that she obviously knew who Jay was. She's obviously on Snoop's Instagram probably somewhere. So I know that she knew who she was, especially because as soon as Jay said hi, she had an attitude out the gate and Jay did not. But I think that's what triggered Jay. So, either way, they both look stupid as fuck, and I wish the fight got a little further than it did and not just a table push. Jay's like, I want to drag you, but I can't. Blah, blah. Oh, bitch, yes, you can. They're not going to not give you a check, and they're not going to send you the fuck home. But either way, she could have dragged her, and I would have loved to see it. But everybody in there was looking like, but they were probably just fillers, so you know that shit was scripted as fuck. I don't even know why I bother talking about this shit at this point. What do we want to do to our eyes today, you guys? What do we want to do? Yeah, Sophie was definitely lying, talking about, do I know you? Oh, bitch, yes, you did. You knew who the fuck she was. Anyway, next scene is Rich's girlfriend. Initially, I was like, oh my god, she's the sweetest thing. She's really cute. I thought that I fucked with her, okay? But by the end of the episode, I was completely done. I really liked her when she first came. I was like, oh yeah, she's really sweet. Like, you know, she's not anything like Moniece. So I thought. And I felt like his daughter, I felt like Ashley was being a little extra. I get where she's coming from. It's her dad. Like, you know, she's just being protective, I guess. But I really did feel like she was doing a little too much. She just met her. I felt like she could have been a little bit more respectful. Not that she owes the girl anything, she, you know, but I just felt like she could have been a lot nicer. It was her first time meeting her, and she was pressing her like she was Rich's ex-wife. Like, she was acting like a damn mama. Like, I couldn't believe it. The child is 16, 17 years old, and she was talking to homegirl like she was older than her. And I was just like, regardless of how close they are in age, which they're not really close, like, the girl's the same age as I am, and I couldn't personally see myself dating Rich, but I do love Richie D. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I love him, I love his personality, but I don't think I could date like a 50-year-old. I am so sorry. I just felt like his daughter was doing way too fucking much. Like, she was so rude for no reason. She was getting at the girl about her fucking attire. I was just like, she's coming to chill in the house. It's not like you guys are going out for dinner. She came to chill in the house, 1. 2, it's motherfucking summer. Aren't you wearing belly tops, little girl? She's talking about, this is your first time meeting me, and like, if you bent over, I could see your butt cheeks. Like, girl, bye. Like, I was so done with it. I was just like, there's no way. And Rich is like, he looked mortified. I think for that scene, like, she could have gathered her opinions about the girl and shared them with Rich once the girl had left. I don't think it was right for her to basically attack the girl, because 1, trust and believe, if I was the girlfriend and that was Rich's daughter and Rich was sitting there, I would have had to page both their asses. And if it wasn't Rich sitting there, I would have dragged the little girl for felt. Okay, like, you're not gonna do that. You're really not, because I didn't come in the house being rude to you. I don't give a fuck if it's your daddy or not. What? And that's why I can't date nobody that has kids, because I will drag a bitch. I will drag a bitch. I don't care. Like, you're really not going to be disrespectful for no reason. I didn't do nothing to you. You're mad that your dad's dating me and you're mad that I'm 24. Get over it. I couldn't believe. And I fucked with Ashley. So I was just disappointed that she acted like that. Like, it wasn't that deep. But I think she was a little pressed too, because she wasn't supposed to be coming over that day. Like, it was just supposed to be her and Rich. And so I get why she was pissed, but it was not, she wasn't being nice. She could have been nice. Like, who the fuck? I couldn't believe the comments about the shorts. Like, the girl was wearing a sweater, for God's sakes. A sweater in the summertime. You give her that, okay? If she's not gonna cover up entirely. At least she had on a damn sweater on. She was acting like she had her sleeves out, like she was wearing, I imagine she was wearing a super skin tight dress or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, Ashley was just doing the most. I'm using my Nubian 2 palette. Just look in the damn description box. This shit will be there, okay? So the next scene is Snoop and Asia, what the hell? And Jay. And like, the argument itself was dumb as fuck. Did not, like, I'm just over the storyline. I really am. I don't care about it. I don't want to talk about it. I didn't really get the point of it because they didn't resolve anything. They didn't even try to resolve anything. Well, at least Jay was not trying to resolve anything. Snoop's trying to explain to her, like, she's her world and blah, 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 blah. I think I would be, like, I feel like at this point, Jay is just playing hard to get. I guess she's mad at Snoop, but at the same time, it's like you came out there for her anyway. So either you're going to forgive her and move on past it, or you're going to go back home to your picnic. Like, why is this even an argument? Why are you even talking about a probation period? Like, bitch, you're not a CO. There's no need for you to be talking about no probation period. You're not a damn PO at that. Talking about a CO. What am I talking about? I don't even know. But yeah, she was just acting hella annoying, and if I was Snoop, I would have done the same damn thing and walked the fuck away because she was just being a bitch. Like, get over it. I'm saying it like I wouldn't be pissed too, but like, I'm not gonna be pissed and hold it over your head. Either I'm gonna be pissed and forget about it because I cussed your ass out, or I'm gonna be pissed and leave you. Like, if you're talking about probation period, what is it, a break? Like, you're a grown ass woman. What? You've been in a relationship for a year. Why are you talking about probation periods? Like, come on, man. More acting by Jay because during the conversation, out of nowhere, she starts talking about Snoop's family and how Snoop grew up, and I thought that the conversation, or I thought that she was going to make a valid point about what Snoop's been through. Then she just followed it up with Snoop running around with this bitch and that bitch, and like, I was like, what? I thought she was gonna say something important. I thought she was gonna say, like, you know, I understand where you're coming from. I get why you are the way you are. And, you know, I forgive you for that. Or blah. I don't know what I expected her to say. It just wasn't, but you're running around with this chick and that chick. And that's not even the case. Like, she had a fuck up. It was supposedly on Instagram with the strawberries, and Jay is just blowing it out of proportion. She didn't go ahead and eat her pussy right there, like, you know what I mean? It was just, the whole shit is weak as fuck, and I'm not here for it. Her crying was definitely forced at that point, and it didn't match what was going on. So once again, I congratulate her on being one of the best actresses on the show. I'm fucking with this eye makeup look though, really though. And what solidified it for me that she was acting was that she was crying, bawling 1 minute, looking like Lisa Nicole in last night's episode of Married to Medicine, but then the next minute she was acting like she was thugging. Like, I was very confused by her emotions, and I would like to know what birth sign she is, because I would not put up with that shit if I was Snoop. No, ma'am. She's way too up and down. I'm definitely with Snoop on this one. I think that she's doing the most and she needs to fucking stop. Last scene, we finally get to see Asia. And she has the weirdest face that I've seen in a long time. She reminded me a little bit of, I'm not even going to say who she reminded me of. Didn't nobody tell her though, okay? Didn't nobody tell her ass to show up at the motherfucking hotel. Nobody invited you, boo. So there's no reason for you to be there. Dead ass. Now, I think this was my favorite part of the entire episode. when Cardi came in the hotel room and saw his girlfriend, she didn't say nothing. She just grabbed the bitch and started beating that ass. And I respect that because you know what? In this day and age, everybody is just all motherfucking talk. Cardi went in the confessional and said, if I ever see her, I'm going to beat her ass. I'm going to smack the shit out of her. And she did. And how can you not respect that? Like, how can you not? I'm sorry. But, the girl was talking crazy about her and she had no reason to be. She doesn't know Cardi, and as far as I'm concerned, the girl was being disrespectful towards Cardi, despite the fact that she should be mad at her man if she's mad at anybody. She has no reason to be mad at Cardi. Cardi didn't even, like, do anything to her. She never had even a conversation with Cardi before, so there was no reason for her to be wildin' about Cardi in the first place, but she decided that she wanted to wild out, so Cardi let her have it. And I'm glad Cardi didn't like get into the long talking, because there's nothing I can't stand more than when a bitch is into some long talking. Like, if you want to fight, bitch, you better just fight. Like, ain't nobody got time for this talking shit. Like, why are you trying to have a conversation? Go have a conversation with your man. That's not why we're here. So I was glad that Cardi beat her ass on sight and did not hesitate to do so. Sue me. But yeah, that girl is definitely just an insecure bitch. Like, she's so insecure, it's not even funny. Nobody should be that insecure. When Cardi was in the confessional talking about how Thing's girlfriend was going off on her or whatever, or disrespecting her, and Swift was just standing there like he was stuck, I was on the floor. I was like, he really was though. Like, he was just he was just standing there like the nigga was lost. He didn't know what was going on. I think he was in shock, so he didn't know what to do, how to handle it, who to defend, because he has his friend on one hand, but then he has his girlfriend on the other hand. Technically, it should be his girlfriend. He's known her longer. You know, it should always be your girlfriend that you defend, but it's a pattern with the men on Love and Hip Hop where they ain't defending they bitches. Like, what you mean? Like, you better defend me, honey, because, oh, you'll be so single so fast. And that's what I'm glad. That's one thing I ain't gotta worry about, boo. My man is always defending my ass. He don't give a fuck who you are. He will defend me to his mother. He don't care. He will defend me to anybody. He will defend me to God, okay? He doesn't care. Like, you should be with somebody that will have your back. So, that whole shit is a mess. You could tell in this situation, both parties were genuinely pissed. Well, all three parties were genuinely pissed. This was a real scene for Love and Hip Hop. Congratulations, Mona. You done did it, bitch. You done did it. She did it. She did. I gotta give it to her for this one. They were genuinely upset. And I need to choose a lash. What was crazy about the scene is that after it all went down, because Cardi was defending herself, and she was just like, because Asia had it all wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Even though her and Swift kissed, they did, but Swift is the one that initiated that kiss. So the person that needs to be checked here again in this situation is the nigga. Like, it's something with these niggas that they just have no respect for their relationships. And this guy, like, he's a dog, clearly, because he's obviously very attracted to Cardi and should never have kissed her. The joke is Asia doesn't even know about the kiss, but when she finds out, well, I mean, after she watched that episode, I can only imagine how she was feeling. Oh, I just fucked up my lashes. No. That's why I hate mink lashes. I love them, but at the same time, they're so easy to damage. Cardi started wilding out, telling her she's gonna fuck him. She's like, now I'm going to fuck him. She's obviously not. She's just saying that to taunt the girl. But, yeah, that whole scene was fucked up. But that girl ain't got nobody to blame but her damn self. Because, one, he didn't give you the hotel names and room numbers for you to pop up on him. He gave it to you so you could call and talk to him. You're doing too much if you're popping up at the fucking hotel. Like, there was no need to do that. He just gave it to you. You're supposed to be on a flight back to London. You're there talking about you want to surprise him. No, you didn't want to surprise him. You wanted to check up on that ass. That's all you wanted to do. So keep it real with yourself and keep it real with us at home. Because we know the truth, bitch. We know. Wasn't nobody in the streets talking about Cardi and Swift is fucking. That girl made that shit up in her own damn head. And that's what I know. In that whole entire scene, she fucked up her relationship. She fucked up her man's relationship with Cardi, which means no money for you, no money for him. And, that's two things that you do not do. Do not play with your man's money and do not play with your relationship. Like, come on. Like, they're grown ass people. Like, really? If she watches the show and she knows anything about Cardi, if she's on Instagram, which obviously she was, or she is, she would know that Cardi's all about Tommy. So what the fuck? Anyway, I'm gonna finish this look and then I'm going to film the rest of this because it was 2 hours. This part 2 will be linked below. They will go live at the same time, so you don't have to wait to watch it, or they'll go live within 40 minutes of each other.
I could stay like this, forever following you. Just don't get too far, and I'll be right where you are. You're a dream that I could finally see.
Anyway, you guys, I love you all and I will definitely see you in the next one, okay? Click the link in the description box to see part 2 of Love and Hip Hop. Oh, that's not Hollywood. Love and Hip Hop New York Season 7, Episode 5. Can't believe we're 5 episodes in already, you guys. I love you all and I'll definitely see you in the next one.